Dragon Ball DAIMA episode 11? Legend. Dragon Ball DAIMA episode 11. We're going to do a live discussion today. Usually we do a live watch, but didn't have time to do the live watch today. So we're going to talk about the episode a little bit. Episode 10 showed us that there was going to be Vegeta fighting off against the Tamagami of the second demon realm, which was enough of a surprise. I think everyone wanted to see that, but we got a lot of lore drops. Again, the first episode, or the first part of the episode, a lot of lore-focused stuff. Then we kind of pick up at the last part of the episode with some reveals and some battles, and the Vegeta fans are going to be pissed once again. We're going to go right into it. So the episode starts off, we get all of our heroes. They are actually flying. Oh, no. They're actually on this, in the second demon realm, and they're on this part of the demon realm. Hello, what's up, Kimchi? That looks like Namek, and that's where we ended off last episode. And as soon as they get there, in this episode, we see the old Namekian Neva, whom we know is Sinister from previous episodes, working with Goma and Dagasu. He's like, I see all these people, they're kind of weird, and he looks at Piccolo and says, "You remind me of Katatz. K-A-T-A-Z. And Piccolo said, "That's my father." I'm like, so now we're getting lore drops. Piccolo's dad has a name, which we never knew before. These are the lore drops where I'm like, where are these coming from? And so basically, Neva is talking to Goku and company. He tells Goma, or he talks to the Z fighters, and they're talking about, King Goma, he made me do this stuff. And, he's trying to act all senile, and Piccolo's like, I know exactly what you're doing. You're trying to act senile and dumb, and you're part of this whole evil plan. And Neva basically says that he created the Tamagami, and that he is trying to stay in the demon realm because he likes the demon realm, and he is imagining that everyone is going to return one day, which is pretty funny. Goku basically tells Neva his entire plan, and Neva says, pretty much, I created the Tamagamis. He says, take me with you on your journey. If you only have one Dragon Ball, how are you going to talk to the dragon? Because he only speaks Namekian. And they're like, Piccolo, you can't speak Namekian? And he basically says he's been living in America for too long. Neva goes along with them. We get a cut in the episode, and we go back to Marba's Island. We see Dr. Anrinsu and Marba and Majin Ku talking about creating another monster, another Majin, another demon. And Marba says she needs more Majin Buu essence. She uses all of the remaining essence of Majin Buu into this potion. And she says, for this seed, you need to plant this seed instead of 10 centimeters deep like Majin Buu, you gotta plant this one 20 centimeters deep in the pot. And Majin Buu's hilarious. He says, I've always wanted a brother. He's like, this is gonna be my brother? And he says, yeah. And so you cut back to the heroes. They are flying, they land, and they're about to fight the Tamagami number 2. Cut again, you go back to see Majin Ku being born, and you see his name is Majin Doo. M-A-J-I-N space D-U-U, Majin Doo. And he comes out of this big poop-looking thing, and he's fat, and he's a comedical character. And he says he wants chocolate. They don't have chocolate. So Majin Ku says, send me off to the store, I'll buy some chocolate. He's like the elder child. So then the eldest child comes back with the chocolate, and they fight like siblings. He says, you can have my half of the chocolate. And he says, I've always wanted to fight about snacks. And then you see them going to fight Tamagami number 1. And it's crazy because, I don't know, Dr. Anrinsu, she starts off as this very ambitious villain. But I really think she's actually going to become like a mother character, really mothering after these kids. Like, she's going to get stuck with them for sure. And it kind of reminds me of a Nova Shinran debacle with Dragon Ball GT, where there was Ice Shinran and there was Nova Shinran, and one of them wanted to do bad and one of them wanted to do good because they were, touched by Goku. And Nova Shinran was the spirit of the 4-star Dragon Ball. So they're slipping all this lore in, and then all of a sudden you see Majin Do fighting against Tamagami #1, and Dude's shaking his butt. You know, he wants the chocolate. Then we see him fighting. He's doing all right. We cut back to Vegeta, start to fight against Tamagami #2, and the Tamagami literally says, "Why don't you go suck on your mom's tit? You're a child." But then, this is the weird part of this episode, the Tamagami #2 sees Neva and says, "Oh shit, now I gotta get serious because Daddy's here." So I think that we're gonna get a power up to this Tamagami midway through this fight. But before we can get to that, Vegeta is fighting this Tamagami, and he is flown into the water, underwater, and this big Kraken comes up and literally swallows Vegeta, and that's where the episode ends. Vegeta got swallowed up. I thought that he was going to go Super Saiyan and escape this guy's mouth, and it might still happen next episode, but the previews does show Goku trying to fight against the Kraken and maybe the Tamagami. So Vegeta got swallowed up. Not the best. Hello? What's happening? Oh, yeah. I was going to say, I assume the fish is cooking right now. Oh, you just do it to order like that? It's not like you make them, but for some reason, okay. Hello! Happy Friday! We were going to come visit you too. Fish and burgers. Before you guys order anything here, I'm doing special until 4 o'clock today, $1 beer bottles. So if that changes your idea on draft. Hell yeah.